Yes, so my grandfather taught us how important land ownership was. Every step you take, every step you make requires land ownership, and never, never, never sell the farm. And that's when my father didn't sell it, and he passed it on to me. And hopefully, if I can hold on, I'll be able to pass those original acres on to my children as well.
And now that's being threatened.
That is correct. And now China's come in, Dr. Phil, buying land at these auctions and running land prices, through the roof. And people need to understand farmers need good farm ground in order to compete. It's not like a job where you go out and you work 20 years and you get a raise. Farmers rely on good farm ground to expand their farming operation so that they can increase their revenue. And when you have the opportunity, Dr. Phil, to buy adjoining land that joins your farm or in that surrounding area where you farm at, farmers try to jump on that opportunity.
Yeah.
So
you would have adjoining land that you could have purchased in the past for, say, $3,500 an acre. They're coming now paying $15,000, $20,000.
$20,000 an acre. And guess what that does to property taxes for a poor farming family that's just barely holding on and paying your annual taxes? It runs the taxes through the roof. And what's troubling to me is the federal government isn't doing anything about it.
Now, when these auctions happen, who represents them at those auctions?
Sometimes, Dr. Phil, it'll be the little white guy with the ball cap that's bidding for them. And they set up these dummy corporations and fractional corporations. And then when the deed is recorded, it's owned by China. They're really savvy about how they moved into this country and infiltrated the agriculture sector in the United States.
All right, so they buy up everything around you. Then you get all of this grain and you go sell it. And where you sell it is owned by who now?
It's owned by China, Smithfield Foods. And that's what people don't understand. They say, well, can't you just go sell somewhere else? Dr. Phil, farmers sell within 1 hour's driving distance to their farming operations. And I'm no different. It's about harvest time, time sensitive. You go out, you harvest, you get a truckload, and you sell it, you come back, and you repeat that process until you finish.
And so you can't expand your farm, and you're selling to a Chinese buyer. If they decide to stop buying,
I'll be in trouble.
China's bought land right here to my left. They're buying companies like Smithfield Foods. And that blue truck and trailer is what I drive to Smithfield Foods to haul soybeans, corn, and wheat on, to sell to a company that's owned by China. And this is a cry and plea to corporate America. It's a cry and plea to politicians to take action and put some laws in place to stop China from selling this stuff here that I'm standing on it. Stop allowing them to buy precious soil.